The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the new look TfA CPA2 LEO site that we are going to be using as of semester 2 2019. So the new look site is based to some degree on student feedback and also to some degree on attempting to develop some kind of uniformity across the CPA2 units and indeed CPA1 going forward next year. We want to start putting together a look and feel of, for the TfA units that presents students with not only an aesthetically pleasing unit, but also a unit that is easy to navigate and, as I said, is uniform across all of them so that everybody involved knows where to find information as and when required. So the general look and feel of the unit is the new TfA units as this one is appearing on the screen at the moment. So we have a pared down header, which will have just the unit code and the unit title in, so to make it look sharp and uncluttered. We then have the unit information tile, we have the communication tile, and we have the assessment tile. And you will notice that those tiles have very particular logos in them. These are the logos that ACU uses for every single LEO site. And when you look at it, you can see that that tile on the left has unit information, communication, and assessment. We then have 6 other tiles, and what we've decided to do with the new look TfA LEO sites is to split them into topics and also to use this color coding system throughout. So every unit has the same color coding system, again to provide another way of another aesthetic dimension to the look and feel of these units. The first one that we have is going to be the readings tile. Now, ACU has recently started using a system called Leganto, which links directly to the library. So gone are the days of uploading PDFs or documents that we may have had stored on our home computers. We now need to ensure that we attend to copyright concerns, and so anything that is connected to the library will be done via Leganto. And in the coming days, we will put you in contact with Fiona Gibson, who is our library liaison colleague, and she will begin to work with you on how to develop Leganto. So, it is a rolling sort of project. And certainly as long as we have the first few weeks up and ready, that's fine. But it will need a little bit of work over the course of semester 2. We then have our topics. So topic 1, topic 2, 3A, 3B, and topic 4. And these topics are based on the structure of the CPA 2 units that has been forwarded to you by Paul Chandler previously. And so topic 1 is general capabilities and cross-curriculum priorities. Topic 2 is professional responsibilities and relationships. Topic 3A involves the senior learning area curriculum, in particular the nature of that area, planning and alignment, and effective teaching strategies. Topic 3B is engaging teaching strategies and resources for teaching and learning. And then topic 4 is data to inform teaching and learning. And so the purpose really of your endeavor over the next week or so is to move the existing content, so the content from the rolled over CPA2 unit into these particular topic areas. And that will be explained a little bit in more detail in a subsequent video. Just to go into detail with some more of these tiles in this new look TfA LEO site. So in the unit information tile, we are going to have a welcome video. We are going to have the unit outline. We are going to have a meet your lecturer component, and we're going to have acknowledgements. I've put in here hints, and I'll talk about this in a separate video. But this is really a well, it is a video that it explains to students how they can manage their profiles so that they only get one email with message notifications overnight. But I'll talk about that a little bit later on. What we have done in terms of the in terms of your CPA 2 unit for 2019, if I just use EDAR 517 as an example, what we've done is we have rolled over the 2018 unit, as you can see here from the online module content and the additional resources, and we have added on the new tiles at the end. And the idea is that over the coming days, you actually move the content that already exists, say in the online module content, into the relevant topic tile. So you need to make that decision as to which one it goes into. If you need any help with that, of course, we are here to provide that assistance. So just to recap, the header is pretty much set. It is set. That doesn't need any changing. Unit information needs some editing done to it. So obviously the unit outline or unit outlines need to be uploaded. You will be asked to provide this bit of your biography and also an image. Again, that's all part of another video. The next module is going to be the communication one, or the next tile is the communication tile. And what we're doing as of now with this new look TFA unit is we're actually using this communication tile for more administrative purposes. So where you're having conversations with students about the content of your unit, those forums are going to be embedded in the topic tiles. The communication tile is very much about the administrivia of the unit. And so there'll be one forum which is now being called questions for whatever your name is, and then one which is called important messages from whoever you are. And over the years, I've found that this is a really effective way of managing communication with your students. So you don't have messages going all over the place, and you don't have an administration message appearing in a forum about when you're talking about assessment or something like that. So I find that by having a questions for Carly, students know exactly where to go when they've got a question, and then important messages from Carly is a really great spot for the lecturer to communicate with the whole cohort. What I have done with the unit announcements one is I've actually hidden them, and the reason why I've hidden the unit announcements function is that unit announcements are a one-way street. So as the lecturer, you can send an announcement, but a student cannot respond to it. Okay, so that particular forum is set up in a way that a student can't respond. So I would encourage you to use important messages from instead of the unit announcements. Now, I can't delete the unit announcements forum because it's kind of generic and set in stone. So every time you delete it, it looks great, but then when you log back into the Leo unit again, unit announcements has appeared once again. So I've just kept it as hidden for now. In the next tile, we've got assessments. And you will notice that when you log into your CPA 2 unit, that this has all been set up for you. So we have a brief description of each assessment, in this case assessment 1 and assessment 2. We have provided the extended description of the requirements for each assessment as a book. So when you click on that particular link, you'll see that down the left-hand side of the screen are all the necessary bits of information for that. So you can direct students to that particular area for more information. We provided a downloadable version of the rubric for the students. Of course, this rubric is also available in the unit outline. And we have also provided or set up the 2 Turnitin Dropboxes, and they're set with dates and all the necessary information. We'll have more conversations about that, obviously, nearer the time of assessment. But this is, again, to ensure that there's a uniform approach to the way the unit appears, so students know exactly what they're looking for, and various different people involved in TfA are able to provide support as and when it's needed. We then have our topics. If I go back to the template unit, we've got our topics 1, 2, 3A, 3B, and 4. And what we have done in topic 1 is we have set up a resources heading, and we've also set up a discussion forum heading, and that appears in all of the topic tiles. What I encourage you to do in terms of the discussion forums is for each topic is to actually have a forum that is focused on that topic. Don't use the communication forums to talk about content. Use the topic forum to talk about content. Now you can have as many forums as you want. There is sometimes this idea that lots of forums can be very confusing, but if you name them properly and if you really focus on particular questions in each forum, they're actually a much more organized way for students to maintain what they're doing and to keep track of their learning. So in topic 1, where the conversation is going to be around general capabilities and cross-curriculum priorities, that you would use forum 1 for that particular conversation. And if we were to look at the other topics, so for instance, topic 2, that has got resources in there and also the discussion forum. Just back to topic number 1, what we have put in there is an example from Dan McHenry's unit of how you can use a book to build really good content for students and sort of easy to navigate content. So my thanks to Dan for this great example of how to use Leo. If you click on the Module 1 link here, you'll see on the left-hand side, again, it opens up a book. And this is how Dan has begun to delineate and segment out his content, and it looks really great. So we're going to encourage you to use books in each of these topic areas to develop the content for your students' learning. So that is the overview of the unit. The key changes have been the aesthetic component of it, so the colors, and keeping it sort of slick and sharp and uncluttered, so students are they can very easily find out where information is and where they're going. In the subsequent videos, we're going to be talking about putting some more information into the unit information tile and how you can do that. We'll talk a little bit more about setting up your topics, especially around using the book. We'll talk about moving content. So when I look at this unit here, you notice that there's the online module content, additional resources, and test old content. Ultimately, once this unit is ready to be released to students, those 3 modules or tiles would have been deleted. But in the meantime, the content would have been moved into these other tiles. And then there will be a final video, which is actually provided by Leo, which is about how to create one of those books. So the next video is about the unit information tile and what needs to be done to ensure that that tile is up and ready and updated in readiness for release to students.